Happy Mother's Day, everyone. Welcome back to another video. My name is Tawanda, and I'm the Migraine Crafting Diva. And on this channel, I do decorating on a budget, DIYs, and hauls with a sprinkle of migraine enlightenment. In today's video, I will have 4 Mother's Day DIYs, and I just want to apologize for the video coming out late. My phone did an update on it, and it actually, I lost all of my videos and my photos for like the past 3 weeks. So we finally figured out how to retrieve everything a couple of days ago. And I would just like to say that I am happy that I was able to retrieve the data to be able to put this video out today. And I will also be showing you my new intro for my name change for my channel. I will be changing my name from the Migraine Crafting Diva to Tawanda's Blessed Life. And we're going to go ahead and get started with today's video. For DIY number 1, I have this picture that I purchased from an estate sale. I also have a Mother's Day card from the Dollar Tree. So here I'm just trying to remove the picture off of the frame, which was glued on, and I could not get it off. So I ended up I was able to get the top layer off, but I couldn't get the rest of it off. So I just left it on there. And then I went back and I started to use the Waverly Plaster paint. I'm going to go ahead and give it 1 coat of paint. And I'm also going to paint the little hook that it has on it in the Waverly also. And then once I have it completely painted, I'm going to go back with a paper towel and I'm just going to wipe back some of the paint. And then I placed my card on top of it to see if I liked it or not. And I just thought it was a little bit too light. So then I went back over it with a coat of the Waverly Antique Wax. So I went over it with that, and then I went back and wiped it back some. And then I was happy with the way that it looked. So here I'm just wiping it back with a dry paper towel. And then I'm going to go ahead and start to apply the Waverly Antique Wax. So I'm applying the Waverly Antique Wax. And then once it's dry, I'm going to go ahead and use some of the Mod Podge to attach the card to the frame. So I went ahead and cut the frame to size. I went ahead and cut the card to size, and I'm going to go back and add it to the top of my frame. And then I'm going back over the little hook there with the Waverly Plaster paint, because I did get some of the antique wax on it. And then once I had the picture placed onto the frame, I decided it needed something else. So then I was looking through my craft stash for something for a different DIY, and I noticed that I had some butterflies from the Dollar Tree. So, and this card also had some butterflies on it. So I went ahead and just took those butterfly stickers and I applied, I put 3 of them onto the picture. So these are like those 3D butterflies. So I went ahead and just folded the wings back to give it a 3D effect. And that is going to be it for this DIY. Really easy, cute, simple, and extremely budget friendly. Last minute DIY that you can create for your mom. And I would just also like to come on here and just thank everyone for watching today's video. I do greatly appreciate it. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. And we're going to go ahead and get back into the video. And like I said, all of these DIYs could be last minute DIYs. They're all budget friendly. So I hope you enjoy the video. On to DIY number 2, I have this picture from Hobby Lobby, and then I also have this Betty Boop picture from my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law passed away in 2022, and when we went to go clean out her home, my husband decided to go ahead and bring this picture back with him. My mother-in-law has had this picture in her bathroom for as long as I can remember. And so my husband decided that he would like to put this picture in our bathroom. So it's going to go in our guest bath. So all I'm going to do is just take the picture and put some hot glue onto the frame that I picked up from Hobby Lobby and just go ahead and just hot glue it on there. I'm going to use some of the Dollar Tree tumbling tower blocks to get the correct spacing that I want so that you can still see some of the black in the background. Excuse me. This is like take 30 of me trying to describe me putting this DIY together. So sorry about that. But what I was going to say was that this is just a simple DIY. So if you have a loved one and maybe their mom has passed away, or a friend or family member or anybody, you can easily just take something that was special to them and just kind of update it some and give it to them as a gift. I'm sure they would really appreciate that, especially for those of us who have lost our moms. So I just figured this would be a nice DIY for him. So yeah, let me know what you think, and we're gonna go ahead and move on to our next DIY. Okay, so for this DIY, I have this little measuring, well, it's not little, this large measuring cup that I picked up from Target a couple of years ago. And I was actually going to use this in my kitchen, and I ended up dropping it last year. And I was going to take it to the Goodwill, and I decided to do a DIY with it instead. And then I also have this fat quarter that I picked up from Walmart. So here I am hot gluing and using some Titebond glue to attach the handle, to put the handle back together. And I'm also going to use some tape, some painter's tape, to hold it in place until it dries. And then I'm going to hot glue and use some of the Titebond to attach the handle back to the measuring cup or mug. And then once it's completely dry, I'm going to take that the fat quarter that I got from Walmart, and I also have a piece of scrap fabric that I believe came from the thrift store, and I'm just going to cut it into a small square, probably about 2 inch by 2 inch maybe, I believe. And then so here I am showing you the fabric. I'm just going to cut this little section out because I thought it was really cute. And then that's what my mug looks like. So here's the 2 pieces that I cut. So I did cut the cream piece a little bit larger so that it would overlap, and I was going to use Mod Podge to attach it together, but then I decided to use some hot glue because I wanted to give it a little bit of a 3D effect. So I wanted to stuff it with something, so I just stuffed it with a little bit of I couldn't find my pillow stuffing, so I actually stuffed it with some fake snow. And so here I'm just hot gluing it, and I'm going to go ahead and start to stuff it with that fake snow. And then once I have it stuffed like I want, and I'll go ahead and finish hot gluing it together, I'm going to take it and hot glue that in the middle of, well, on the side of my little mug here. And then I'm going to take some of that same fabric, the cream color fabric that I use, and I'm going to, originally I was going to cut it in strips and put it down the sides of the handle just to cover up the broken pieces, because you can still see the cracks. And I did paint it with the handle with the Waverly plaster paint. So here I'm just trying to position it how I want, and I'm going to go ahead and start to hot glue it down. And I love the way that this turned out. I actually have it here in my living room with some plants in it, so I can't wait for you to see the finished product. And so here I'm just placing it down with the hot glue. And then like I said, I used some of the cream fabric to put on the handle. So how I wanted to do the handle, it actually didn't work out right. My plan was to use Mod Podge and attach the fabric in long strips to cover it, but that didn't work out how I wanted it to. And then so I only had a couple pieces of that scrap fabric. So then I ended up just cutting it into little small pieces and just wrapping it around. And then that's pretty much all I did for the handle. And I love the way that this turned out. I think this is so cute. And I will say this is a glass like measuring cup, but I have seen, and I do actually have one that will be really budget friendly. Dollar Tree does sell a plastic version that you could buy and easily do this DIY if you can find it. And I was looking forward, and I have no idea where I put it, but I was looking forward just to show you all what it looked like, because you could easily just paint it whatever color you wanted if you wanted to do this DIY, and it would be extremely budget friendly. So here I am. I'm going to go ahead, and this is what I was trying to do at first, which didn't work out right. So then I just started to cut little pieces and wrap it around. And that is going to be it for this DIY. I love the way it looks, and I can't wait for you all to see the finished product and the reveal when I place my plants in it, my flowers in it. It is so pretty. So yeah, so that is it. Let me know what you think about this DIY, and we're going to go ahead and move on to our last and final DIY. Oh, I love it. Look at how cute that is. Oh, I forgot. And then I also made a little like bow. I just tied 2 pieces of fabric together, nothing fancy, and I just cut the ends off. And then that was it. And I hot glued it to the top of the handle. And I love the way that this bow turned out. Nothing special, just 2 pieces of fabric tied together. I love it. So yeah, let me know what you think about this DIY. And if you could find that mug at Dollar Tree, it could be really budget friendly. Okay, so we're moving on to our last and final DIY for today. I have this cutting board that I picked up from Hobby Lobby, and I also have one of those little small clothes hangers. So what I'm going to do is just use some Titebond glue and attach that to the one side, and this will be so that we can put recipes on it. So you can always, your mom's favorite recipe, go in her kitchen and you can put that recipe on there. And then I'm going to do a double-sided sign. So on the other side, I have this this sticker that I picked up from Dollar Tree. It says the secret ingredient is always love. So when you can always just switch it over. So when you're not using it to put a recipe on, you can just have it in the kitchen for decor. So here I am just trying to get proper placement. Now I will say what I should have done was I should have cut it straight instead of like trying to cut it just to fit the cutting board, because here you can see once I put the sticker down, you can see where I didn't place the sticker. So I did go back and add where I took the sticker up after I put Mod Podge all over it. I took it up and then I cut the pieces that I cut off. I used those sections to cover the sections where I did not place the sticker, just so that it would all look cohesive and I wouldn't have like some shiny areas and then some areas that were just wood. So I did go back, and I'll show you that here shortly. And then I also, when I took the sticker off, I used Mod Podge at the bottom of the on the cutting board, and then place the sticker back on so that it would stay on, because of me taking it off and I wasn't sure if it would fall off or not. So just to make it easier on me so that it wouldn't fall off, I just went ahead and just did Mod Podge on the bottom of it. And that is it for today's DIYs. I would like to thank you for spending part of your Sunday with me. And if you like what I am doing, please like, share, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And like I always say, be nicer, be kinder. God will love you for it. And I hope you have a blessed day. And I will see you next Sunday. And also, if you could put in the comments what you think about my name change, I would greatly appreciate it. And also let me know which one of the DIYs is your favorite. And happy Mother's Day, and I hope you enjoy your day with your loved ones. Goodbye.